All right, Larry Krueger here at Levi Stadium from the Pig and a Pickle Krug Show with a little 49er video. The 12 things or 12 thoughts that I have on the Sunday matchup. All right, let's get right into it. But first, Pig and a Pickle, two locations, Emeryville and Corte Madera. They're open 7 days a week in both spots from 11 a.m. till 8 p.m. Go say hi to Damon and Mary. Tell them that Larry Krueger sent you. Get the brisket chili. You won't be disappointed. All right. And also, thanks to Underdog Fantasy for sponsoring this video. Check the link in the description. Use that promo code KRUG, K-R-U-E-G, and they'll match you up to your first $100. All right, let's talk about my 12 thoughts on Niners-Lions for this weekend. One, I have a real strong feeling that Brock Purdy's going to bounce back in a big way. He had a rough game this last game, but the conditions, I think, are going to be drier, faster. He won't have the rust that he had between his last action and the Green Bay game. I like Purdy to bounce back in a big way. So that's number one. Number two, give CMC the ball more than 17 times as far as running the ball. You got the number one rushing attack in the game. If you're going to take pressure off of Brock Purdy, you got to run the ball. You got to run the ball. Now, Detroit's number one objective here is to take away the run. So you're going to have to be creative in how you run the ball, but I would like to see CMC get a minimum of 20 to 25 carries. He had 17 last week. That's leaving too much meat on the bone. I mean, this is the best running back in the game. Get him the ball. Run him a lot. Number three, Debo's got to play. You know, I know he's got shoulder pain, but they need him. They need him bad, and they got to have him out there. So Debo's got to play. That's number three. Number four, I would start Feliciano over Burford at right guard. I mean, Feliciano's a veteran. I think he's a little bit more trustworthy. Burford's a bigger body, maybe a little stronger guy, but I think I would go with Feliciano in a game of this magnitude. I would definitely play Javon Kinlaw over Sebastian Joseph Day. I know that Sebastian Joseph Day kind of got in front of Kinlaw as far as the reps in this last game, but I like the way Kinlaw's playing. And, you know, he's healthy, he's playing hard. He's making an impact from time to time. I would play Kinlaw over Sebastian Joseph Day. You know, this is obviously just joking, but, you know, Dre Greenlaw, if you intercept a pass, get down. Get down. I'd go with Jair Brown over Logan Ryan. I think Jair Brown gives you a much more physical run defender. You're going to need one against David Montgomery. Montgomery's 225 pounds on a 5'10 frame, and he's just going to run right over and through Logan Ryan. So you need somebody who can intimidate in those run fits. They got to have better run fits than they did on the crack toss. They got burned on it repeatedly. But Jair Brown's got to play. I think Brown, if he's healthy, I'm putting him out there. He's much bigger and more physical against the run, and I would play him over Logan Ryan. Despite the struggles of Ambry Thomas, I'm staying with Ambry Thomas. I don't think the Niners have a better option there. Talk to Ambry Thomas about, you know, risk reward. Help him play with more poise with the ball in the air and to think clearly. You know, we think of cornerback as such a physical position, and it really is. But you really have to just be thinking at all times, you know, what's my play here? You know, what am I doing on this play? You know, it's great to have coverage on your man and be right there next to him, but you can't wrap him up. You got to be more competitive than that at the catch point, and you can't give the officials an easy flag because they'll throw it. I would definitely activate Samuel Womack for this game. You know, Womack's got speed. Womack's got quickness. He can jump a route, take it to the house. He's a good special teamer. I think he needs to be up this weekend. And then, you know, I was listening to Lomas Brown driving down, and there's no question that without Jonah Jackson at guard and with Ragnow not being 100%, Goff is susceptible to pressure in his face. And I would expect the Niners to try to go with some A-gap pressures with Warner and Greenlaw, but you have to pressure Goff inside. If you're going to think you're going to disrupt this passing game that Detroit has by running the loop against Sewell or Decker, I mean, think again. You're going to need penetration up the gut. Armstead, Hargrave, Givens, Kinlaw, and they've got to get pressure in the face of Jared Goff through the A-gap, inside. And then pass coverage-wise, I mean, I tilt every coverage to Amon-Ra St. Brown. try to see if you can put multiple defenders between him and Goff. You know, defenders underneath. If you can bracket him. He's just such an incredible player that the only way to take him away is to keep a man between him and Goff, especially on these, you know, 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, where they're looking to do a Amon-Ra stop route, Goff to take a 3-step deal and just have that ball come firing out. You're not sacking the quarterback in that situation. So get between him and Amon-Ra, know that geometry, get your hands up in his face, put a defender, flash a defender across the face. Always keep a defender between Amon-Ra and Goff. I think that's going to be a major key. And then play more games up front. You know, the Niners got away from some of the stunting games that they've had so much success with here under Chris Kocurek because they have faced so many mobile quarterbacks, and you don't want to give any quarterback, a mobile quarterback especially, any kind of an obvious run lane. Jared Goff is not that animal. Jared Goff's run for like 11 yards once all year. He's not a runner. So I want to see all kinds of games up front, attacking from angles. It's important that you pressure him, but it's also important that he doesn't know where the pressure is coming from at all times. And if you play some games up front, you got bodies crisscrossing across the field on defense, I think that may, give you an opportunity to really exploit the young guard that has to step in at left guard for Jonah Jackson, who's a very young player, and also make Ragnow move a little bit, and I know he's dinged up, and kind of create that indecision that you need from Jared Goff. You need him to, notice the rush, feel the rush. The Niners have to either get home on Goff, bat down passes, or make him feel their presence out there. If they can't accomplish any of those goals, they're probably going to lose this game. So this is a huge, huge factor. Is play some games up front with Goff. Don't let him know where the D linemen are coming from. Make him fearful that he's going to get hit blindsided. And bat down some passes. To me, you have to impact Goff, and you have to disrupt his rhythm. He comes in on a very good rhythm. All right, that does it for the video. Thanks to Pig in a Pickle for being the title sponsor of the Krug Show. Check them out in Emeryville and Corte Madera. They're open 7 days a week. Thanks to Damon and Mary for sponsoring the Krug Show. Get that best barbecue in all of Northern California, Pig in a Pickle. And thanks to Underdog Fantasy as well for sponsoring this video. Once again, check that link in the description. Use the promo code KRUG, and they will match you up to $100. That's right. And thanks to all you guys for supporting the Krug Show on YouTube.